How do you get a criminal case dismissed? Over the last 3 months, our office has had over 90 cases dismissed. That's an extraordinary number by any metric, but how do we go about getting cases dismissed? Most attorneys would answer this question by saying, finding ways to show the state can't prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's a good foundational answer. Every criminal case has to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt in court. However, it's sometimes challenging to get prosecutors to understand the weaknesses in their case. And there are some times when it doesn't make sense to tip your hand and tell the prosecutor what their weaknesses are if all they're going to do is go out and remedy those issues. So how do you go about getting the high number of dismissals that we get? Well, it's really a 1-2 punch. The first part of the equation is finding all the weaknesses in the case. I would expand on that to say, finding the weaknesses is not enough. You have to make strategic decisions about what you'll share with the prosecutor. That may be based on past experiences with that prosecutor or that court team to see if you can trust them to make the right decision. But it also means figuring out which issues the prosecutor cannot correct. In other words, once you tell them there's an issue, if they have no ability to remedy the issue, there's no problem with telling them that they have an issue. The second part of that 1-2 punch is mitigation. By mitigation, I mean everything you can tell the prosecutor about your client that would make them more likely to dismiss the case. For example, that can include things that your client has already done. So if you're charged with an offense, who were you before you committed that offense? Was there something going on in your life that made you do something that you would not ordinarily do? Are there things about your life that are worth highlighting even if you've made a mistake? But it's also what we're doing with our time going forward. From the moment a person comes into my office, I'm talking to them about things that they can do to improve their situation, whether that's counseling, going to classes, doing community service work, all voluntarily, not because a court has ordered them to or a prosecutor is expecting them to, but because I know that if you do these things, you will be in the top 1% of people who are charged with offenses. I've been a prosecutor. I know how few people actually go through and do the things that would put them in a better position. And 99% of people don't. So you want to be in that top 1%. By listening to your attorney's guidance in terms of what to do, and then letting your attorney find the best arguments to make about the weaknesses in your case, you put yourself in the best position to get your case dismissed. This video was made in response to questions that we've received on this channel in the past. If you have a criminal question that you'd like for us to answer, just drop a comment below and we'll be happy to answer that in a future video.